Here's a quick tip for you on the Octapad SPD-30. I'm going to show you how to assign a sound to a pad, how you can edit that sound, and then also how you can layer 2 sounds per pad. Let's get started. I've selected the kit that I want to use and the pad I want to edit. Push the menu button and there's your menu options. Instrument is already highlighted. That's easy, so I'm going to push the button underneath where it says Enter in the display. Now I'm in the editing menu, the instrument menu. What I can do here is I've got these different folders, Instrument, Edit, and Hi-Hat Control. Let's keep it right where it's at, where it says Instrument. It says Wood Snare Drum. I simply turn the right knob and start scrolling through the sounds. You can see where all those sounds come up. Well, there's 670 sounds in the Octapad, and if I want to get to them by groups, I can use the middle knob, and you can see in the display where it says Group. Right now it says Snare. I turn that, it goes from snares to toms, to hi-hats, rides, cymbals, percussion, all those things. I'm going to stop at one of the percussion sounds, cowbell. If that's the sound I want, I push the button where it says, right underneath where it says OK in the display. There's my cowbell. Let's do some sound editing. Now to get to the edit page, I simply cursor over. And it's these 2 buttons, the first 2 buttons, for going cursoring left and right. So the middle button goes to that next folder, which is Edit. And there's all my editing options. And I get to those editing parameters, all the different ones, by turning the left knob. And it'll scroll through all those different parameters. For example, tuning. 4 octaves of pitch in the SPD-30. Pitch it down a little bit. There's some muffling. There's a soft attack. Tone color. There's also things like, for example, like pitch sweep. There's the volume. There's the panning, right or left. And if the sound can be reversed, you can reverse the sound there. So it's really quite simple. There's my cowbell. Let's say you want to layer 2 sounds per pad, which is great because you can come up with a really exciting sound by just layering the sounds. So let's do that. What we have to do is use the left knob and scroll up to where it says Instrument Layer Type. Right now it's off. But if I turn the right knob, I can see all the different types of layering I can do. There's mixing, there's switching, there's fading and crossfading. And not only that, but you can also see in the icons in the display graphically what the layering types are. So I can do mixing. So right now I actually have it came up a 13-inch Latin crash cymbal that's being layered. Now I can also take that and also switch it. So low volume, cowbell, hard volume is the crash. So they switch. That's great if you want to assign, like, for example, a closed hi-hat and an open hi-hat sound. You can play open and closed hi-hat on the same pad. I can also have it fades, where one sound fades into the other. I can also have a crossfade, so the first sound starts to fade out as I play harder, and the second sound fades in. You can also set those layer points. For example, in the crossfade, I'm not getting an even crossfade, so I'll take the left knob and scroll down to layer point and reduce that. Hear my cowbell as I play harder. Here comes the splash cymbal, and you end up with just the splash cymbal. So I can do things like that. I'm going to go back to where it says mix. And I'm going to have them mixed together so they're all mixed together. What's really neat now is we can edit both those sounds together. Let's page over again to that edit menu by using the middle knob, which cursors us to the right. And not only is that cowbell sound editing there, but also all the editing for that second sound, the Latin crash cymbal. You can also see in the display it says A, cowbell 1, and sound B is Latin crash. So there's my sound A, there's the cowbell again. And the B is my splash cymbal. So I can do some neat things there. Again, going down from muffling, I can have the crash cymbal, muffle a little bit, the soft attack, tone color, pitch sweep. Pitch sweep is fun, like for the crash cymbal. I can do the volume, let's say I want the cymbal a little lower. Panning, so I can have one sound pan to the left and one sound pan to the right, and even reverse. In this case, I can reverse that cymbal. So you can see how that works. So it's kind of fun. I'm going to push the back button and go back, and there's my layered sound. Again, come up with unique sounds that are all your own. Just play around with it, push some buttons, have some fun, explore it. It's great, it's creative, and it's the SPD-30.